I wrote a blog piece that said, we must, and hear what I'm saying, my listeners, my dear brothers and sisters, we must assign blame. We must assign blame to what occurred in the Guadalupe Valley, because that is just a precursor to what is occurring in this country under the leadership of a vast number of incompetent politicians, all of them being Republicans, not my Republicans brothers and sisters now, but the Republican politicians that you have elected. Yes, so the blog post that is out is, it's imperative that we assign blame from the top: Donald Trump, Greg Abbott, and Dan Patrick. And why am I saying that? Abbott goes out and compared what people questioning what occurred in the Guadalupe Valley floods that killed, likely, we know for a fact, 110 people, 170 something missing. That's pretty damn close to 300. And of course, we don't know about the people that were camping not at an official site along the river. They are gone as well. So this event is likely going to be the worst flood event of this type, not just in Texas, but in the country. So my point here is, we must assign blame, because this is the precursor to what incompetence does in every type of event like this, especially with a president that is getting rid of FEMA, with a president that is hollowing out research to prevent, to be able to better diagnose these things, a president that is allowing measles, which we had eradicated in this country, to explode, a governor who in the past, because of lack of regulations, had allowed a freeze to kill over 700 Texans, a governor who has allowed, because of lax regulation, for fracking not, and I don't care whether you are for or against fracking, but to have fracking polluted, radioactive, and other poison material showing up in the fields in West Texas, where it's killing ganado, it's killing cattle, and killing plants, and likely in the groundwater now. Look, these are things that are happening under the watch of these guys. Not wanting pushback, not wanting regulations, not wanting anybody. Look, this stuff isn't stuff that's just hurting liberals or hurting progressives or hurting Democrats. They're hurting you, all of us. So what we have is, and I'm centralizing now to the governor of our state, three big things that is affecting hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of people. The freeze the things that caused the big freeze and lack of power hadn't been eradicated, hadn't been fixed. The things of polluted water bubbling up into the fields of West Texas farmers and West Texas landowners hadn't been fixed. And now we have, even as many have attempted to get that river warning system so that we could mitigate the kind of deaths that we have here. Think about those 30 beautiful girls who were killed during that flood. Think about all those folks in their RVs, 4th of July, celebrating this great country, and having to be under the auspices of a governor who equates anybody who asks about this with a football game. Only the losers ask. So you see the psychology they use there. Only the losers ask. And they expect you to say, well, man, if only the losing team is asking questions, maybe I shouldn't ask it. Do you see their psychology is performative as opposed to actually doing something for you? And we see it in every aspect of their governance. We have a president who didn't know, who claimed he didn't know who stopped shipments to Ukraine. Look, I'm not a person that believe in war or anything like that, but I'm just showing control here. He didn't know who stopped shipment of Ukraine defensive equipment. I mean, we are talking about the heights of irresponsibility, the heights of incompetence that is governing the country that purports to be the leader of the world. We have to assign blame, and we have to get those who have harmed Texans, those who have harmed Americans, those who have harmed the world. USAID, without understanding that closing down USAID did not only hurt those brown people overseas who are dying because of the lack of support they're now getting, but it is starving our farmers who normally will send their maize and their stuff to these countries. So the sale of those grains that supported these farmers gone. So all these mishaps done by these politicians, they have somebody's at the other end suffering. Somebody's on the other end paying the price. We have a bunch of journalists in a cabinet meeting presser where the president says, hey, these countries are paying us a lot of money. We've collected over $100 billion. That never once did the people in the press conference say, but Mr. President, it isn't these countries that have paid $100 billion to the United States Treasury. You have applied a working class tax, and that $100 billion that you've just collected came from the working class, Mr. President. Nobody challenged him in saying that we have the dereliction of duty of the Republican politicians. We have the dereliction of duty of the mainstream media. And we wonder why the country is in the state that it is in. We wonder, folks, we have to take responsibility individual. We have to have thousands more of Brother Neil Aquinos out there challenging these destitute that we call politicians. We have to have you, the people listening to my voice out there, engaging and not giving these folks a pass, and not giving your friends, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your cousins who constantly try to make excuses for these guys. Let them see with respect, with compassion, with empathy, but let them see that these guys present a clear and present danger to all of us, including those who are supporting them. Hey, Brother Neil.
Sure. So another failure was Uvalde, where the state police.
Thank you, sir.
Wouldn't, and other police, all these police who we pay incomprehensible amounts of our budget.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.